we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year. And the Sooners will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and so the Arkansas Razorbacks offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Tatum. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Get the guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like...
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run.
Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again and go score a TD.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets away from one, he's got space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first. Rivers. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. These corners going to give these receivers some space. With the catch, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Helms. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They'll give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
He wants it all. strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. This game is entirely different.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Rivers. Fires to the big foul. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's got him this time.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go to the ground. Makes one man miss.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Another incompletion on third down. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 36, on to kick it away.
cradles it at the 35. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
To throw, it's Mateer. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bring in the heat.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And some room to work. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Got it inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll leave it with him. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Running to the left. Inside the 30. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical.
On third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to test the right side with this one. Oh, he's got some space. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by 10 over Pittsburgh. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run.
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. On the ground, it's Tatum. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
35. Arkansas, 10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The give to the tailback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They think there's room to run to the right here. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly to the tight end. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Rivers. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He wants to throw it again. Fires one high and deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback.
There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. Couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines of the coaches. Gotta stop turning the football over.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Rivers. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep.
36. On to punt it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so...
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. The give and tick, 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 tick.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Let's go. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? About this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. This play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.